So we always hear about these dramatic stories where doctors are making huge impacts on patients' lives. And we don't really hear the inverse, where patients have impacted the way the doctor feels or the way a doctor practices. I like hearing these stories from Donna. And so I wanted to ask you, can you tell me a story about the time that you were the most afraid for one of your patients?
So I remember there was one guy who came in, brought in by his wife, who was really, really nervous about his health condition, but he was super calm. They shared that he was diagnosed with a blood clot in his lungs, and he was started on a blood thinner for several weeks, but he wasn't getting any better, and he was in fact getting more short of breath. So we decided to rescan him, and it showed that he had blood clot everywhere in his lungs, which explained why he was so short of breath. Got him connected to a hospital where they were able to get all the specialists on his case and decided that the best treatment option for him was to get open heart surgery so they could remove all of the clot in his lungs because blood thinner was just not going to cut it for him. So it was a big surgery, but he did really well. And then I saw him a couple of weeks after his surgery for his post-op follow-up. And he was saying he was breathing better, but he was starting to get like kind of dizzy and lightheaded. So we did a couple tests, and including an EKG, which showed that he had a very dangerous irregular heart rhythm. Like he would go into cardiac arrest, like if I blinked the wrong way. And internally, I was like freaking out. I looked over at his wife, and she was also kind of freaking out. And he's just like, "What? What do you guys? Why are you guys so nervous?" So we got him back to the hospital. They stabilized him. He's doing really well now. He always likes to joke that he's my most straightforward patient. But what I learned from that was sometimes it's the most complicated patients that can make the strongest relationships. And I'm just so grateful that he put his trust in me. Plus, he also makes really great carrot cake.
Ah, that's the real reason.